Yes, it's working. And now, oh, holy shit. Come and see.
Here we find the beginnings of early mankind. Not even really human yet. They haven't even discovered the table.
Well, hello there, and welcome to episode 3. Now, in this week, we're going to be diving into the unknown world of faders, and how weird they are. Yeah, and you'll find out that it's not as simple as it looks. There's some weirdness going on, some weird EVO magic. We're also going to be finding out what it's like when I start putting the panels into the machine. All right, let's go.
Actually, before we get to the faders, let's just get a little heads up on what we're going to be doing here. We need to finish off all the panels and get them working. Now, as you can see, there's a good amount of things to get through, and I'll break this down later in a layout. Alrighty, let's get on with the part that gets the most wear and tear, the faders.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot to figure out. I've been on the phone with Steve, and he tells me that sometimes all that's needed is some WD-40 to loosen up some of these faders. Now, these particular faders, if I get these around here on this board, they all seem wonderful. So what I feel like I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all these faders off of this and just make a pile of known good, of what could be potentially good stuff. One of the other boards here, this one, which is the most populated and looks more complete, has a bunch of faders that are like really sticky, and like this one doesn't want to move at all. So what I want to do, I'm going to get these guys out of here, and then I'm going to look at these guys and see if WD-40 helps them. Wow, this thing weighs a ton. Well, yeah. Still not got quite used to that. And then also one of the things figuring out is that each of these things require a power supply coming in here and here. And then also they need a network connection here and here. So if I multiply that around, I need at least 14 to 16 network connections inside this machine. There's also these interconnects, which I'm not sure what they do. I've seen them around, and it feels like they go from here to somewhere here. I'm not sure. Anyhow, lots to figure out. This is the beginning of this journey. I think these feel good, and I'm going to grab them and put them to side, and then figure out if these ones can be fixed in any kind of way. All right. Oh yeah, that fits. All very glidey. Now, I don't know, some of these might bounce, they might have problems.
So, all of this is kind of new to me, and so it was difficult for me to find a baseline. What are good? The first thing I did is the physical nature of them. I found the ones that actually moved and were the easiest, slickest ones that felt good, which is a good thing to start with. It's got to feel good. And then the only way for me to test these things, well, so I thought until I used my brain, is to put them into a panel and see how they operated. What I didn't know is the subtle interaction between the driver board and the faders themselves, and how they can upset each other. So many things to learn.
What have we got on the spacecraft that's good?
If any of these have problems, I feel like I've used up kind of all the best ones. It might be that some of them need to be completely replaced, but until I get them in there, I really don't know.
This is classic Blythe. Am I going to stop and ask for directions like any normal human? Like, say, ask Steve Rance, for instance, for guidance? No, I'm a man. I must turn down the radio and find out these things myself.
So what we've got now is 2 sets of 12 ready to go. Bit tight. Could be that we might be going on eBay for some of these faders. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe Kate will sort it out. Nope. Let's go with what we got. Wow.
Now, these faders are physically good, but I might just be installing a bunch of really nice looking, smooth moving, but dead faders.
Okay, let's take a little time to have an overview of what's actually going to be going on in here. What parts and components are we going to be dealing with? So starting with the left section, we have a fader panel that is made of 2 sets of 6 faders, each set controlled by a microcontroller, screen driver and motor driver, each with their own network connection and power. We also have a single multifunction panel, which is mostly for dynamics and EQ, again with its own power and network connection. In the center section, we have the Fairlight audio editor, along with a handy monitor and bus controller, which is like a physical copy of the buttons that appear on the Fairlight audio editor. We also have a programmable Intellipad, which is like a large StreamDeck, and a handy sound surround panning joystick. Lovely. On the right section, we have another fader pack of 12 faders, along with another multifunction dynamics and EQ controller, again with their own power and network connections. Here we also have the automation panel, which again is a physical copy of the buttons on the Fairlight audio panel. Oh yeah, and the monitors. 3 20-inch touchscreen monitors. Overall, 14 things that'll need our attention.
So I actually revisited Steve and he gave me a bunch of power cables and I ordered a whole bunch of different various lengths of network cables and I was in full gung-ho mode. I wasn't going to let information or existing knowledge get in the way of my progress. No, even though I know it's in the most ass-backwards way. So the fact that these components hang underneath and can be easily bent, and the other fact that this thing is heavier than Thor's hammer, made me realize that I had to turn the whole thing upside down to work on it. Now, of course, I could have thought about making a jig to hold this thing. But no, hey, forgive me, I'm still new to choosing door number 1.
Look at this little thing. It's got power supply. It needs power supply. There's 5. There's some audio. It's like a little computer. Look at it. Little 8 gig thing here. I was just wondering because it smells nice.
Oh, there's the dumplings.
Oh yeah.
Want
No,
some?
yeah.
Yeah.
Love some. Still a little slow. It's like the driver for this was slow.
100% free.
So at this point, I'm realizing I'm wasting a lot of time installing what might be dead faders. I've got to find a better way so that I know what I'm installing is good.
Are we going to the pool?
I wanted him to come with us.
Yes, Dad. You better come with us or no more Fairlight time for you.
Oh, I see. Okay, let me just plug this one thing in and I'll be happy.
Turning off recording, that's it, bonk.
Look at me being such a good dad, completely ignoring my family. Yes, that's right, coconut, completely. I was so in the nerd zone. I know I was, wasn't I? I'm so sorry about that, though. In fact, Alan, you're so sorry too by the looks of things. Good. No, don't do it.
I hope that isn't gonna fall over. Come on, cable. You know you want to. Ow! That goes into. This needs to go into USB somewhere. And this goes into this wee box. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay, it is working. It's just the screen isn't on.
Mama, do you want to have nachos? Why are you even asking? No answer.
Okay, what I'm trying to do now, I'm doing two things. I'm trying to make this little board here work to identify if the faders work. What I've been told by the generous Steve Rance is, it's best to identify a board that drives the faders. There's these little things that you can short here, which maybe drive like half the power or double the power, Steve says. So I'm going to try that later. But what I'm trying to do now is get this thing, which it is connected, this keyboard that's invisible is actually connected to here, but I need to drive it with a DVI screen. So I'm getting HD hem high out of there, and then I'm putting it through this converter, and I think something isn't going right. So I'm going to see if I can do something different. And I'm just thinking that maybe I can go HDMI to VGA. I'm going to try these different converters once, because this is VGA. What are these ones for? This one goes to VGA. And these VGA to DVI converters, I'm going to try those. That's what I'm going to do first. Right. And also, it turns out that this little VGA, HDMI to VGA adapter needs power. So I'm having to plug that in over here. It's kind of messy because I don't have enough, but I don't have another HDMI. I don't have more things. So let's move this up here. Bloody hell, this is heavy. Put that up there. And put this here for a minute. Whoops, a daisy. And let's just try different things. Yeah? Following along there? There's a VGA input in this thing. Instead of going to DVI, how about just go straight in? Let's see if that works. Nothing. Oh wait, this needs power. What the hell am I talking about? All this time I've not given it any power. Oh, dork. Okay. Haha. What? That is reasonably daft, and I'm just figuring this stuff out as I'm going along, so that's fine. Here we go. Maybe it's working all along, and we're just not aware. Yes, it's working. And now, oh holy, come and see. Nice. I see the QWERTY keyboard. I see the Fairlight EVO sign. I see all of these things. I see all the keys. All the keys are working. Monkey, come look at this. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, this is good. This is good. It turned out you have to power things with power. All right. That is wonderful. Let's just get this closed up right now then. Oh wow, look at that. This is just very exciting at this point. Okay, solid. Keys work. Just there, Windows key, bonk, 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 bonk. And then also there's a Fairlight key that if I press that, it starts the software actually, bonk, bonk. This one brings up Notepad and Internet Explorer. Okay, sorry for the close picture. I've managed to run this thing, it's the Synergy software, but I put it into this mode -test. And when you do that, it comes up with this screen with all the things in purple here. And when you press things, it actually shows you if they're working or not. See it? And then every time I press a button, it shows you pressed and then let go. 21, 22, 21. Allowing me to check each button and then also each rotary encoder All right. Every single darn button works. Great. Very, very good. Okay, let's quit this, exit. Then I'm going to run the normal one, and what we should get is the normal. Right now it's kind of got my display going there. And I go back to Fairlight and I run it, and boom, up it comes. That is great. That's really, really good. Okay, all right. Now let's move on to the fader panels.
So I've found what is a known good driver board, and so to find proper faders, I'm using this bare method of them kind of laying out to see if I can figure anything out here. It's a bit of a quagmire because I've got these faders that seem to work in some boards and faders that don't work in others. It's a bit bewildering.
So I need to make a little test bed. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, you're so annoying. All right, I'm going to take these out and pop them. I'm trying to keep them in their same order, and I'm dropping screws. It's not going exactly to plan. So now what I've done is I've taken this 6-panel board, which actually has the LCD drivers, which is cool because I can see them working. And I flipped it around. I've got a longer Ethernet cable and got the power cable routed around. And I've got 6 known good faders in there that I know are good. And now I'm just going through different boards to see what happens. And as it turns out, 3 and 4 don't work on this one. I can just plug it in and have a little look and see what happens. And I go all LEDs, and I look, all the LEDs are working on the other side. Don't need to show you that. And then I do test all the motors. And I see, yeah, basically, these 3, these guys don't do anything. All right, next board.
Hi, Future Chris here, with the knowledge that if you don't screw in these faders and they're kind of hanging, there's a different electrical resistance, which can cause them to behave funny. Secondly, if you don't screw them in properly, they can sometimes be misaligned and cause this scrape on the side, and then therefore stop, making them act weird, which obviously gives me a false negative. Isn't that just perfect?
Just take this out. All LEDs are working. Mark this as 2, 3, 4.
So I've always known the faders were going to be a task. They're going to be known repair on those ones because they get worn out. What I didn't expect is that they were going to have driver issues, failed driver boards, or worn out driver boards. And so I was getting super confused trying different faders with different driver boards. Ah, what a palaver.
No difference. Nope.
Get another one, you moron.
All work. Fantastic. This one's good. Now I need to check see if all the LEDs are good because I can't actually see. But the drivers are fine. All screens are driving too. This is a good panel. Boom. Fantastic. Okay, so the next task is I need to take all of these bits off of here, and this one that only had these motors going 2, 3, and 4 only. So I'm going to take this one and populate it onto this one, which is all good. All right. Test this one more time and see what it's like. Yes. Okay. All good. We have a good board. So what this means is this board here works fine, this one doesn't. I'm going to replace that. Boom. Okay, let's do the fader test. All of them but number 5. I saw about 5 and we're all good. Oh, because the red thing has come off it, that's why. That's all, this fader might be totally fine. But let's just swap it out. Yep. Great.
So we have enough faders now to occupy the whole left-hand side. We've got the right driver boards and the right faders. We've also now got an inline panel. That's the one that allows you to do the EQ and the dynamics, all those various knobs that are in that one area. And so the only fitting thing to do now is to add...
Sharp right onto California 90 West.
Yes, I will turn sharp right. But what I've also got to do is add a monitor.
And now, not later, let's get the screws. Got the panel in, faders fade, which is very cool. And then I'll go on to the next ones. I don't know if we can do them at the same time. Let's go to 7 to 12 faders, and let's do that. And let's do, oh, it's jumped across to the other ones. That's interesting. It's not seeing this as an option, which is interesting. Ah, that one's dead. That one's dead. This one's... Maybe it's just the button itself. So there's all this, I'll fix that.
So, we're kind of working left to right here, aren't we, Coconut? We've got the whole left-hand section working nicely. And the next logical thing to do if we're working left to right is add the center monitor. Ooh, it's coming along, isn't it? Isn't it? Here we find the beginnings of early mankind. Not even really human yet. They haven't even discovered the table. Scrabbling around on the floor like some sort of ape.
Steve told me to cut off the touchscreen, but I will not. Because it looks like it'll be daft, but fun. All right, that looks kind of cool. Let's get this kind of cool. It's amazingly cool. Let's get that in there. Ow. Hey Ronan, I need a hand. So we just fed the second monitor through, and it's, now that I've connected it to the thing and put it all in, I looked at the end, it's female. What's that all about? All right, so what we're gonna do next is this little guy. Oh, battery died again.
Moron.
All right, here we go. This is the last set of faders. Let's see if we get lucky. No. All right.
All right, we're 30 minutes in and we didn't quite finish, did we? Got a few faders not working, and I think that's kind of natural. We started with the good ones on the left, and then we just kind of ran out and had whatever we had on the right-hand side that worked. But I think I know what it is. I've still got some good faders, but they didn't work with previous combinations of boards, so I think I just need to find the right combination of board and fader for those to work together. So we'll see. And there we go. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Okay, Mr. Crow.
You don't want to get rid of one of those then?
Wow.
Oh, hang on. So we're filming this, so I'll just... Wow. Holy shit, really? A bunch of cables, power supplies for the boards, DVI connectors, and the I/O box, which is the SX20. Woof. Fatal error.